Hi good people, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia and this is Tips with Sylvia. So guys, today I have a very interesting topic, and in this case I'm going to discuss about kacha kama kawaida in the Kamba community, and I'm going to cover two aspects of rite of passage, that is circumcision and naming in Kamba community. So guys, I just request you to subscribe and watch to the end so that we get some information and you get some knowledge about our culture. You might find yourself in Cumberland and find some things which I'm discussing here so strange to you. Just watch to the end, guys. So in Kamba community, circumcision was done to both girls and boys, and in this case it was done by elder women and men who had experience on doing that, on circumcision, circumcising them. So also during this ceremony of circumcision, two events or ceremonies were conducted. That was Zaikonini, a small ceremony, and Zaikonene, a bigger ceremony. Small ceremony was conducted to the initiates who were from the age of 4 to 5 years old, and then yeah, those were little small boys who didn't know what was really happening to them. And then the other one was conducted during their puberty age, from let's say 13 towards 14. That is when they are at their adolescence age. The initiates were given the secrets of the community. Their responsibilities were outlined to them, and they were allowed to start and own families. Yes. Also during circumcision time, if you happen to cry or to pee on yourself, guys, you are not supposed to marry until you get the same lady, the same man who had the same character during circumcision as yours. Yani the same caliber. Yeah, that is what used to happen. So learned something. And still this circumcision ceremony was majorly conducted during August and October, and I think it still happens during that time even today. August to October, that is when those ceremonies happen. Another thing, from that I think you have learned something about circumcision, guys. Just let me go straight to naming and how it used to happen. So about naming in the Kamba tradition, it was conducted to maintain names of generations. Like, there were criteria that were used to name children. One criteria was that the children were to be named after their grandparents. Yeah. Another criteria was that children were to be named according to the time they were born, season they were born, and they were also named according to the according to the situations that their parents were, situations, seasons, time, and they were also given names of animals, and also their characters would portray the names that they were given. So I'm going to sample out some of the names that were given to girls and boys, and depending on what. So first of all, once you and your husband had children, you are supposed even today you are supposed to name your child according to you. Let's say you have 4 children, you are 2 boys, 2 girls. the first boy is supposed to be named after his grandfather on the paternal side. The second son according to the grandpa on the maternal side, yani of the mom. Then mom side. Then when it comes to girls, you do the same, paternal, maternal. Then after that, you go naming of, like you see, when you get married in KAMBA community, we are not supposed to address your parents-in-law by their names. Also, funny enough, the in-laws are not supposed to address you by your name. Like in KAMBA community, we have, you be addressed according to your husband's name. Because people will appoint husband name, for instance, watakuita watani ama your grandpa name. For instance, if your husband is known as Mutua, watakuita nga Mutua. Or if your first child is Moli, nga Moli. So they will not address you directly because you're not supposed to address them directly. Address that anyway. So yeah, basically that is what happens when it comes to generational naming. Also, guys, children are named after the seasons that they were born. For instance, girls, they have names like Wayua. Wayua was born when there was drought and famine. You have name like Dinda or Mwekali, my name. Mwekali or Dinda meant that these two names meant that you delayed, you took time to be born. Another name, Mwende, it means beloved. Mweni means you were born when there were visitors. Siombua, Bula, they were born when there was a lot of a lot of rain. Kanini was born when there was Kanini means that she was born when she was very small. Also, Doki, it means that she was born when there were visitors, or there was kind of that event, that traditional event, Doki. In Kambas from Kitui, they call it Doki. Also, which Mino, it means that she was born when she was tired, already tired. Mutano means that she was born when she was very happy. Excited people. And yeah, I think that is what I have on girls naming. Then when you go to boys naming, there was Motuko was born at night. Wambua was born when there was a lot of rain. Kiyo was born when there was a lot of and I need to add, people were mourning. There were misfortunes. Also Kituko was born at night. Which other name? Kasioki. It meant that these are people who reincarnated in the remembrance of someone else you treasured. You name your child Kasioki. Its years returned back. Yeah, basically those are some of the names that were given according to time and season when a child was born. Another kind of criteria that was used was the character portrayed by the child when he or she was growing up, and one was Munyambo. No, not Munyambo. One was characters. It meant that he will one day lead. He was very courageous. Yeah. um Also, names like Mulwa. Mulwa means that this is our last born. It means that it was forgotten. Hakuwazaliwa. Yeah, and also there's another way of naming depending on if the mother of the child had a stillbirth. Ni ile unazaa mtoto, stillbirth ni ile unazaa mtoto kama hayuko hai, I think so. These children were named after the names of animals like Manyambo, that is lion, Biti, Eina, those funny names of animals. So it meant, traditionally it was believed that after naming children these names, that bad omen was removed from them, and there was highest survival of their next children which were to be born. So guys, I think I've exhausted everything about naming. Let's just stay tuned. If you have a question, please post it on my comment section and I will reply to you. God bless you for watching, and yeah, let me see you next time. Bye bye.